Well, good evening, guys.
Good evening. Good evening.
We have a really special guest for you today. His name's Marcus Wind, and he's going to be running from southern Indiana to northern Indiana between September 20th and September 26th.
Definitely.
Let's welcome Marcus. Woo!
Appreciate it. This is good. You have no idea how much I love you guys running this loop with me right now, because I do it alone all the time.
Well, it's nice and wide.
It is.
And there's few cars driving on it right now anyway.
Yep.
That might not always be the case. But,
Yep.
So are you from this area originally?
No. So I'm originally from Northwest Indiana, and New Carlisle, Indiana is where I'm at. So
Okay.
moved all around with work, and I ended up here in Fort Wayne because of work.
Okay. Now you say Fort Wayne, but this is actually
New Haven.
New Haven,
Yeah.
which is a really cool town here.
Yep. Yeah, it's it's a smaller town. It is its own city here in northeast Indiana, but that's cool. My wife's family, they're all from here, so it makes it nice. And yeah, been here now for I don't know, 11 years, 12 years.
Yeah, it's nice when there's family around.
It is.
Maybe not when they're right next door, but
Yeah, keeping them at that mile distance.
yeah, there you go.
You know.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I've lived away from family for about a little over 10 years now.
Now, do you have any brothers or sisters?
I do. So I have an older brother, and actually when we get into it, it's one of the reasons, and actually the driving reason why I am doing this run is because I lost my younger brother 4 years ago.
Oh man.
So yeah, we'll definitely get into that, but I got my mom. She still lives in South Bend, her and her boyfriend, and yeah.
How about Pops? Is he still around?
He's down in Tennessee.
Okay.
Yeah, so Nashville.
Do you see him much, or
No, not too much.
is he trying to get a recording contract? Or
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see out of the woodworks if it's coming out, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that stuff happens, and I'm
It
guessing
does.
you probably don't hear from Pops too much.
no,
That's all right.
but it's one of those things that we all have our inner motivations.
Yeah.
And what I love about your podcast and what you're doing is your family. You
Yeah.
know,
I love them too most of the time.
it's crazy.
No, I always love them. It's just,
It is pulling teeth trying to get our whole family to do, I don't know, just to make time to go out to dinner together, let alone all just run laps. So it's great.
Yeah.
Well, you need to read up on how dictators work.
Yeah.
That's
That's Dad.
leadership.
That's Dad's style. It's like, okay, get up or you're fired.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah. Yeah. But anyway, enough about.
Rations will be cut in half.
Yeah. There'll be no dinner tonight at my house.
Well, I was gonna say, so after this, what is dinner? What are the dinner plans?
Well, that's what we were wondering. We were thinking we were kind of scoping out restaurants on the way up through here, thinking, where are we gonna stop and grab a bite? Because we didn't really want to be home after midnight, but we may be.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's kind of what we were looking for, unless you got any suggestions on our route home.
Well, from what I hear, the new Mexican restaurant up the street is supposed to be good. I do drive a lot around here, but it's also going to be what's open.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we are Mexican restaurant fans for sure.
I mean,
we
bang
do
for
like-
the buck. That's what I hear.
Yeah,
So.
we were kind of thinking a Texas Roadhouse.
Oh.
Have you ever had their prime rib?
Well, I've heard it's good. We actually went to a really good restaurant, which is my wife's favorite. It's called Cork and Cleaver, and she loves it. She loves the steak. She loves the baked potatoes like her favorite. So
is that here in New Haven or?
yeah, it's actually in Fort Wayne.
Fort Wayne, okay.
Yeah,
But
so-
that's north of here, right?
It's just straight west.
Okay,
Yep.
okay.
So, but it's good.
We might end up at a mom and pop something or other on the way home.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
So, how does food? What role does food play in ultra running or just running in general for you?
Well, I started running 4 years ago, and before that I ran maybe 80 miles in my entire life, and in 4 years, and then last week I think I ran 80 miles. So it's funny how things change, but I was completely just stupid with nutrition. And that's how I got to know my good friend Mason Wright, who goes by Buff Runner on Instagram. He is a nutritionist, and I mean, he completely saved my running. So teaching how to eat, or me to how to eat, learning it, training my stomach, I mean, that's been a game changer. I think our plan is about 10 to 12,000 calories a day for the run. So it's going to be a lot of food and a lot of weight loss. So
And so how many miles are we planning every day?
50.
50
That's
miles
the
a
plan,
day.
yeah.
Okay. That's a pretty good day's work, isn't it?
It is.
A lot of folks, I mean, a lot of ultra folks, I mean, they're running a 50 miler and that's kind of it
Yeah.
for a month or so maybe, or
Yeah.
a week. It's just the crazy ones that kind of do more than that.
Yeah, but you know,
It's a good crazy, don't
it
get me
is.
wrong.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. I don't know. Yes, my wife. She thinks otherwise. So
Well, I'm sure the majority of the time she thinks you're great. It's just sometimes. That's how it works in every relationship. You're not out of the ordinary as far as that's concerned.
yeah, I'm looking forward to it. You know, it's one of those things where everybody gets into running, or it seems like, you know, you fall into it in a weird way. And I've been super thankful and blessed to have people just fall into my life because of running. And regardless of how hard this is going to be, the story along the way and just the experiences, you can't pay for that. You know, it's
Yeah.
I mean, hearing you running 900 plus miles, I mean, that right there is.
Yeah,
How-
those are good
how'd that feel?
experiences.
I mean-
Those are good experiences
Yeah.
for sure. It's something I'll never forget, and I can guarantee you'll feel the same way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Miles is it from South Indiana to North?
Well, it depends on the way you go. We're going to be right about 300 miles. So,
But they're clicking off 50 miles a day.
Miles a day.
That's a big deal. That's a big difference in, in your runs when you're putting down that many miles in a day in and day out. That's
yeah.
a big deal.
Well, and the hardest thing is, you know, we talk about financially supporting this. I'm not a paid sponsored athlete. Everything's out of pocket here. You know, you're taking time off work. Just testing different shoes right now is not cheap.
Yeah.
I mean, it's almost buying 8 pair of shoes a week just to see what's going to work. I mean, my feet are going to swell. We're running on concrete and pavement and asphalt, so naturally just the heat is going to cause them to swell up. It's not like we're running on dirt. So the joints are going to feel it. And that's why I work so much more about building the durability and mobility so my body can sustain it.
Well, so how have you set up outlets for folks to be able to help, with your journey? I mean, do you have any of that set up? Yeah, I know these things are difficult to set up. There's no question.
Yeah.
Do you
Well,
have some sort of GoFundMe set up? Do you have?
No, that was one of the things, and full transparency, it's hard for me to set something like that up because it's so personal that whether I get the support or not, I'm gonna make it happen.
Yeah.
Because it's all about what I want to do. And I don't want to. It's not about gaining the followers.
Right.
It's not about getting money. It's that at the end of this run, I have this thing I want to give my mom because of our loss. And so, that to me means more than enough. So, trying to ask for money from individuals or people to say, hey, here's a theory.
Yeah. Yeah.
Could you support me and give me however much money to do it? And most of the time I reached out to brands and I make some content here and there, but I am fortunate right now to have a nutrition company help out, and they've been a great partner in all this and the training, so it's awesome to see them working with me.
Yeah, but I mean that kind of speaks to your character a lot, actually.
Yeah.
And I certainly appreciate that. I do. And I think a lot of people will appreciate that. But at the same time, I guess if it's out there, and I don't think it's a bad thing at all to set that up there, and maybe with a disclaimer, hey, if you want to help, great.
Yeah, absolutely.
Don't feel obligated.
Absolutely.
This is my personal journey, and when I did it, something similar, I was raising money for a charity, but I don't feel like I got the support from the charity that I felt like I
Yeah,
needed, because all the funds were going to that.
exactly.
What about you personally to be able to, go into pocket? And that was tough.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, and everybody has a mission that drives them, and I didn't want to make something up that wasn't authentic.
yeah,
And it's not about having this compelling story or this organization and when I first started, I thought, well, maybe, However, I just didn't. That story didn't stick.
yeah,
Because it wasn't true.
yeah,
And I'm not doing it to, again, it's the inner belief and passion and hurt that I've had because of my loss with my younger brother.
yeah.
And that's why we do it. And
Well, and I think you stick with the truth,
yeah,
and people will come out of the woodwork that believe in the truth. They, really, as long as you're not BSing people,
yeah,
they're going to be there to support you.
absolutely. 100%. So, and like I said, I mean, my brother, he was younger than my older brother and I, and I believe by about 7-8 years. And he suffered with addiction, substance abuse, and it's just, it was tough. And my biggest regret in life is I disassociated myself with him during the time when he needed me the most. And like everything else, when things like this happen, you would do anything to get it back, to get that time.
But it might not have changed things, Marcus. You
It
got to
might not.
remind yourself of
Right.
that too.
But the fact that,
It might have just prolonged his
yeah,
addiction. I mean, before he died.
and it's one of those things that what really made it impactful to me is when he did get that second chance, he became sober. In the few months that he made such an impact on people's lives as a sponsor, supporting people, understanding the daily struggles, and becoming sober and clean, that to me, it makes my run and the physical pain, pennies on the ground, to the suffering that he had to go through every single day emotionally to fight that battle.
So he got sober
He
for
did.
a while,
Yeah.
and then just relapsed or something. or no?
No, he passed away, went to bed, woke up, and unfortunately got the phone call that he didn't wake up.
Just maybe from the years of kind of abuse of
Could be,
his body, maybe.
We did different tests and
Yeah.
everything was inconclusive, and so that was the other thing is there's a start and there's a finish to this run, and there's a story in between. But I never had that closure with him. You hear about people in car accidents or tragic accidents or had a heart attack or anything. There's a lot of unknown, a lot of gray area, and I don't think I'll ever get those answers.
Yeah.
But I do a lot of thinking every day when I'm on these runs. I mean, I can go hours, and it just makes me remember all the good times. And yeah, things were kind of shitty and not great when he was going through his issues. But man, when I got that feedback from people he sponsored, his coworkers, on how much he affected their life in a positive way and kept them sober, it doesn't matter what I do. I'll never be able to change people's lives the way he did in that short amount of time. So it's awesome.
Well, yeah, that you never know what you can do.
Sure.
I mean, not to discredit what he did, right?
Absolutely.
Before he died.
Yep.
But you can do amazing things and let that inspire you
Yep.
to continue that journey. I mean, basically, he's passing the torch to you
Absolutely.
to do some amazing things, and we're looking for some amazing things out of you. I wouldn't have wasted 2.5 hours coming up otherwise.
But like the little nuggets of like things happening, the domino effect is so awesome because meeting you, meeting your family, Mike, we became really good friends off social media. Mason and I became friends off social media, and it's like social media has such an impact in a lot of different ways, but what's amazing is the positive things that can come out of it. And I mean, the first time I met Mason in person, I flew him from Utah to help pace a race in Gregory, Michigan. And never met him in person, never shook his hand. And I'm picking him up from the airport. and he's sitting eating food in our kitchen. And it's like, man, this is crazy.
Now that's the fella. Now he ran. What did he do?
So
It was pretty special.
Mason's done 2 awesome things. He was the first person to run across the state of Utah. So he set that. And then just recently, he was the 4th person in the world to ever run 1,000 miles around a track, which is crazy.
Yeah.
So
That's like some Ryan True stuff there. That's kind
How
of
long
runs
did that take him?
I think it was 18 days, a little over 18. So Mason, don't hate me if I got that wrong, because I'm never gonna do it, but I'll do it in 17 when I do it. So, yeah. But yeah, he's really good.
Now you said he'll be with you on this run.
Yeah,
Will he be there the whole time, or just like flying for part of it?
he'll be there the whole time.
Okay.
Yeah, he'll be. He's crew chiefing, which very thankful to have that, because he's going to be able to do a lot of things. I mean, he's going to have the opportunity to set up the nutrition, making sure that all that's correct. We're going to go this way. And just the routes, highway patrol, making sure that, you know, wearing the right safety stuff and being safe is a huge thing. So
Yeah, that's a lot. Like if you can get the police officers to kind of lead you and trail you and lead you would be great. But
yeah,
if you could do that, if he could arrange that, boy, that's nice.
absolutely.
Yeah, I imagine the less stuff you have to worry about, the better, right? You just
Yeah.
worry about running.
Yeah,
100%.
that's hard enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, to wake up every day, you know, and that's going to be the hardest thing, to just keep going. I mean,
Now, do you guys have an RV, or what do you have for this?
so we do have an RV. That's going to be at campsites along the way, but we are going to get something similar to what you have, a Sprinter van, full operating kitchen. You know,
Nice.
really nice. Because I mean, the crew, you can't really church it up enough. It's still going to suck for them too.
Yeah, that's
But
it.
at least we'll have some, you know, practical things to make it enjoyable.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, and yeah, that's always the people we forget about, man. You know,
yeah,
the people that are cheering us on, the people that the support crew, man. You can't do stuff like that without them.
right,
You know,
absolutely.
thank God for them.
Yeah.
So as far as your past before,
Mm-hmm.
like getting ready for this
Yeah.
year,
Yeah.
what kind of runs? What's your longest run? What are you doing every day?
Right now, I'm doing it differently this time. Historically, I've done a lot of miles and gave myself way too long to taper. And I inevitably get hurt. I get taper flu. Something doesn't feel right. So now I waited, and I'm gonna really pack on the miles a lot closer to my event, so my body knows no different at the time of this run. So I'll be getting 110 plus back-to-backs here in the next few weeks, and just trying to maintain the fitness, being healthy, and yeah.
And then when you're doing those kind of miles, you just figure, hey, I am gonna walk some.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm gonna be walking however many, and so that's just part of your training, right?
Yeah. I honestly think to be successful in ultras, look, we're not all Max Jolliffe. We're not, we're not all, a lot of these high-end endurance ultra runners. I mean, they've earned. I mean,
Yeah.
they had so much respect for them. But at the end of the day, if you can perfect the walk and go 4 miles an hour on a walk, that is dangerous, in my
Yeah.
opinion. I mean, I remember doing my last race, and I thought I was going slow. I'm going 4 miles an hour, and there's someone next to me shuffling, and they can't keep up,
Yeah.
because I spent time on the treadmill just teaching myself to walk that fast. And I know it sounds crazy, but using poles on an incline on a treadmill, big difference. Yeah, we'll actually hop over here.
Yeah, you see that a lot of those. They have those
Yeah.
poles. You think you'll carry those poles on
Absolutely.
on this? Wow.
Yeah, I'm not gonna take anything lightly.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a lot of things with us that I hope I don't need them, but
Yeah.
hope is not a plan, you know.
Now let's rewind back to
Yeah.
before the 4 years when you
Yeah.
before you started running.
Yeah.
What did you do then? What was your main workout?
Absolutely. So I worked in the cycling industry, and I was a part of that here in Fort Wayne in the community, and that was my life. I mean, I worked selling bicycles, creating this awesome picture of what cycling is, and I got active into, you know, riding, racing, mountain biking, and so that's what I did.
Is that when you got the sweet tandem bike up there?
Yeah. Yeah. So it's an awesome thing. I mean, I've even got a sweet tandem tattoo that matches my wife. So, but I mean, we're riding 250 to 400 miles a week and just training super hard. And yeah, that was life.
And you switched sides?
I switched sides.
Were they all pissed at you?
Well, yeah, I was actually kind of a somebody in town until I started running. You know? So now here I
They
am.
snub you every time they see
Yeah.
that.
You're getting
Well,
spit on.
I am, yeah. I do still shave my legs though, as at home, so
That's all right.
the massages feel much better with smooth legs than they do with hairy ones, I'll tell you that. So, yeah.
But then, so you were over the road.
Yep. I raced mountain bikes. I did cyclocross. You know, road was primarily my main focus. But like I said, I mean, the community factor in cycling and in running, very similar.
What do you think was the big draw to the running? I mean, because running's getting huge right now.
It is. I mean, well, for
For
me,
you personally, yeah.
you know, I kind of achieved everything I wanted to in cycling, and so
Without doping.
Without
Okay,
doping, yeah.
Hey, I'm not gonna dope. That's all I can get.
yeah, right. So natural born athlete here. But the thing is I mean, the rides were getting, you know, stagnant. Did the same routes. I did travel West Coast. I've ridden, you know, different states, mountains. Every year we try to go down and ride North Carolina, and it just became the same thing over and over. And so when I started running, it pissed me off that I was so in shape with cycling and I couldn't run 2 miles. We'll pause here for a second. Can we make it?
I think we can do it. Let's do it.
There it is. I'm going crazy. We're actually gonna hop on the road here. It'd be easy for all of us.
Okay.
So yeah, I found running. I was super frustrated because I couldn't do it. And look, here's the thing: everyone has an excuse. It seems like when you tell them that you run ultras, on why they'll never run. I've been through multiple knee surgeries. I have a heart condition, and if I always leaned on those excuses, well, then I'd be nothing. You know?
Yeah.
Riding the couch.
Riding the couch, being miserable. You know,
Might be a pretty good gamer though.
I could, hey,
Could be.
I did try Fortnite for a while. Didn't work that good. So,
Well, did triathlons ever pique your interest,
No.
or you're done with cycling?
well, no, I wouldn't say done. You know, I've actually been getting asked a lot after this run of what I'm going to do. I'm definitely going to take a month off, maybe.
I'd take that tandem across America. if I was-
Yeah.
Yeah, my ass is already saying no. You got a callus it,
yeah.
and I haven't calloused it in a while.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, that was another thing why I stopped cycling too. Is I always had anxiety in the back of my mind, like when was I going to have a heart issue? And I had a lot of tachycardia problems, and that's what really concerned me. You're out 40, 50 miles on a ride, yeah, something go wrong.
For me, it was always when am I gonna get hit by a car? Like that really concerned me.
Well, I kind of accepted that might be the fate,
Yeah.
you know,
Seriously.
unfortunately.
You're 100 in cyclist years.
Yeah, there you go. You guys wouldn't believe the tan lines I had back in the day. Oh my gosh.
So what's this park? Moser Park?
Mosier Park.
Mosier Park.
Yeah, kind of a cool little park here.
Yeah.
Disc golf. I think it's ranked one of the hardest disc golf courses. I've played it once and didn't really know what the hell I was doing. So I lost a lot of the discs, but yeah.
That's something I've never played before. I've thrown a frisbee around, but I was never serious about it. You know?
I had a couple buddies who they competed doing it. And what's funny is, for a short time after my high school, I bowled as a professional bowler. And a lot of those people who do that.
Wait a second.
Oh, yeah.
So,
That's my hidden hat trick. I can pull a rabbit out.
So tell us about that now. Is that what you're doing right now?
No,
right?
no.
That's at the end.
Look, yeah. The thing is I wasn't good enough to be one of those awesome guys on TV. However, a lot of the best bowlers in the world come from around here.
Yeah, like the real snowy areas that no one wants. You just bowl during the winter.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
So, I was a PBA member. I bowled more on the regional tour, and I did a couple bigger tournaments with some of the bigger guys, and it was the hardest thing mentally I'd ever done.
Yeah, what's the oil patterns like?
Oh my gosh,
How's it different to like
it's
the amateurs once you get into the pros? I'm sure it's
a good friend of mine who runs one of the bowling alleys here. I would bring him with me on the tournaments, and what his job was is to one, tell me I sucked when I sucked, but two, to stand behind the next pair of lanes I was going to give me a bowling ball with a different surface, a different core, and say, you need to stand there, throw there, and this is what it's going to do. That was the biggest help out of anything, because you're not guessing. I mean, you only have a half inch in those tournaments when lanes transition to make a shot.
Yeah.
And if you don't, that's the difference between making money and not.
Right.
Yeah. So, because you're supporting yourself, you're betting on yourself. These tournaments aren't cheap.
So when you would win, would you say, "Who do you think you are?" I am.
Pete Weber. Ah, man.
He's great.
That's legendary, isn't it?
Pete was the biggest shit talker, and I loved every bit of it, because when you hang around bowlers enough, they're good at a lot of things: darts, pool, golf, disc golf, drinking, eating terrible food, but now, like every other sport to be competitive, a lot of those guys are getting into shape.
Yeah, you gotta tighten up. Yeah, for sure.
Because these grinds on these tournaments, they are, days, and you're bowling 10 plus games a day, and you're thinking so much because of the transition.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna shoot right here. So that was arguably the hardest thing mentally, as far as exhaustion. Because at the end of the day, running, you're sleep deprived, you're hurting, but you're not really thinking much other than not falling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, before we get off the bowling,
Yeah.
how many 300 games have you rolled?
Oh my goodness. I think we could probably, let's go straight here. Unofficially,
You don't even know?
Well,
that must be a lot.
well, so, yeah, she yelled USA in my Texas shorts. I love it. So, unofficially, I've had 43. So, but you got to think, I've practiced my whole life. I've been bowling since I was like 5. Right when cigarettes and secondhand smoke was at its prime, I was in it. So I just think of my lung capacity had I not grown up in a bowling alley, but
Yeah.
you know,
You've been one heck of a.
that's right. We'd have been good. But
Is that why it's so hard to get your family together? You always want to go bowling?
Well, when I met my wife, we would go do dates, and she gave me shit because I showed up with my own bag. I had 3 bowling balls, at that night, had my own shoes.
Did she still beat you?
Oh yeah, she's great. So yeah, it's bowling's awesome. I mean, it's a great thing to do, and I don't know. I mean, I come back to it, and I did it enough where naturally it was one of those situations that I could take time off, come back, and bowl decent.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah, I guess the harder you want to work at it while you're out that night, the better you can
Exactly.
play, depending on how much fun you want to have, right? If you want to have fun, well,
Yes.
Maybe I don't want to think so hard. Right.
Exactly. Yes. So it's amazing. Yeah. So I don't know.
So how many years after high school were you doing that?
Well, so graduated high school, and I tried to get in what they call, they were scholarship tournaments, and at the time they only had 5 or 6 different oil patterns. Because when I was in high school, they didn't make it as challenging as what it is now. So you're definitely able to score better. But when I went to that next level, trying to make money for college, I just shit the bed.
Yeah.
It was a totally different animal.
Yeah.
So I should have been challenged more by the people that were supporting me, and a lot of it's probably my own fault. And but I just stopped for years.
Yeah.
And my mom, so when I moved here to Fort Wayne. We went to the bowling alley here in town, and the first game back after years, I threw a 300, and it was so stupid because it got me back into this damn habit that I think I could be competitive in bowling.
Yeah.
Right? And I don't know, I mean, I had an awesome support circle. You know, bowling was so difficult. You know, it's expensive, new equipment, and like everything else. I mean,
Sounds a lot like poker.
well,
Like-
you do play a lot of poker and you bowl too.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, you have a really good lucky night, and you're like, man, I'm good at this. Yeah. And 10 games later, you're like, ooh, not as good as I thought I was.
Exactly.
So how old are you?
35 years old.
35.
Yep. So
That's a good thing we carry the flag, but it's also
Yeah.
a detriment.
yeah, we're gonna have a lot of fun running Indiana.
Yeah.
Can't wait to hear all the names I get called. You know?
Well, you're probably used to hogging the roads being a cyclist, so
Oh, yeah, see. Hey, at least we
you're
get
in your
spit on
element.
ya. I've had people throw bottles of piss at us. Yeah. You imagine, it's disgusting.
While you're running?
While we're riding.
Oh, right.
Cycling.
Were those runners?
Yeah.
No.
Because we know you ride with traffic, not against.
You know there's kind of like a little quiet beef about it.
Absolutely.
Sometimes it's not
Absolutely.
as
So,
quiet.
yeah, it's a big thing.
Cyclists think they own it.
Exactly.
Runners think they own the path. But
I'm bilingual though.
that's
you know?
right.
I can speak both languages.
They're like, guys,
Yeah.
let's come together here.
Uh,
We can share.
Yep.
Oh, that's great. So, what else you got going on here?
Man.
You've got some other things
I do.
in your life here.
Yeah.
With your running, you've developed some things or
Yeah.
gotten involved with some lubricants. Is that
I
true?
have, yes. And I've watched Andy Glaze rub a lot of lube in areas that he needs to use Clam Jam to do. So
Yeah.
that's right, Andy. But so 6 years ago, my wife and I started an anti-shave cream business because when I worked in the industry, I tried it all. I had to sell it, had to wear it, got a lot of shit for free. But I'm a big sweater, and nothing held true to what it said it would. And we're spending all this money, and I was going through tubs of it every month. So I said, well, screw this. After my wife's Ironman, she was cut up, bleeding from
Hey, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Why is she not out here?
Yeah, well, yeah, she's 3-time Ironman.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
she's insane. And there's a lot of shit talking in our house, by the way. So,
Shut up, I'm an Iron Man.
right. Yeah, can't tell her nothing. But, so yeah, she had a lot of issues with chafing, and I had dealt a lot, so I was working a show for our bike shop here locally. And there's this lady, sweet lady, her name is Doris. She owns Clean Craft Soapworks, and she has been my staple to the success in helping me manufacture the perfect formula. And we worked together for years.
You say, Doris, go put that on your clam.
Yeah,
That's
so
horrible.
we did a lot of testing, you know. And what was funny is we came, like, there was all these different names. Junk Jam, D's Nuts, Nut Butter, Utterly Smooth, yeah, all this kind of stuff. Well, there was never really anything catered to women. And not
Yeah.
that the product is just for women,
Yeah,
because I get more men that wear it.
but it definitely is. The name
But-
is definitely geared to it. I knew that when I heard the name. I'm like,
Exactly. So enough people know and they laugh. So when we do shows, the marketing pulls in more of the conversation than anything else.
Yeah.
And I love it.
Yeah.
I love those conversations. And that's just my personality. My wife calls me DJ. You know, Dirty Johnny. I've had that nickname for a while. So, you know, and you know, the Gusty Wind has been my name from different, from cycling and whatnot. So we kind of kept that one, but
You don't want to ride behind you.
well, yeah. Now you get sweat on, you might get some clam jam on you. But
Also, that's not a farting joke. It's
yeah.
a dusty wind.
No, Wind's his last name,
Wind,
so
okay.
Dusty is he's flying by, I guess.
Yep. But so yeah, we started the company 6 years ago, and a lot of thought went into the logo. You know, the idea was to get into the sport of Ironman or triathlons because wetsuits, they chafe the shit out of your neck.
Yeah.
You know, the Velcro, people come in. I remember being at a Christmas party with my wife's family when we first started together, and they're like, damn, they can really suck a mean hickey on the back of her. But it's like, no, her wetsuit was tearing her up. So we catered to swimmers because it doesn't wash off like most stuff does.
Yeah.
So that was the idea. And of course, cycling went hand in hand, and now running. I've had some awesome individuals utilize the product and give me raw feedback because I wanted the criticism.
Yeah, you want the truth. You want it to be
100%.
good. You're
Yeah.
not out there to sell junk.
No. And yeah, so that's been great. And my normal 9 to 5, I work as a project manager, and I oversee the entire country on all different type of services. So that's that keeps me busy and helps me be able to train more. 'Cause I don't have to be in an office,
Yeah.
you know, so I can get work my schedule around being successful there, and you know, but it's a hard job on its own.
Well, I love the Clam Jam name. I do. That's
Yeah,
good.
good.
It's cool. It's fun. It's silly. It's all those things that you need to remember.
Absolutely.
And I like it.
And you're gonna love it when you use it.
Okay.
I'm telling you.
I'll tell you if I don't.
Absolutely. I expect a message. You better text me and say, nope, it's terrible.
We're
On your
definitely
left.
going to have Shane use that. He's
He's our
a
sweater.
big sweater,
Yeah,
man.
I'll give him a big jug.
When there's days that we run and he has to get back early, so he runs ahead
Yeah.
and we can see him, his footprints, where he's
Yeah.
just sweating. You know, you
through
can
his
see his
shoes.
footprints. Yes.
What? Yeah.
Yes. He is a sweating guy.
That's the guy I need in my life.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Man,
But yeah, we'll have him test it out, see if he likes it.
absolutely.
Which shoes are you trying out right now?
These are the Brooks Glycer Max shoes.
Okay.
So Mason got me hooked on them when he did his 1,000 miles.
They're pretty clean.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
yeah, I
are,
love it.
dude.
I've become addicted to the white shoes. You know, and
They're so pretty when
well, you know, Mount the Coast, I trained. The last race I did, all my training was in those. It was the H1, and even on the treadmill. You know, they're meant for light gravel and off-road. They were great. I
You can
tried.
get a lot of miles out of those Mount Dakotas too.
Oh my
can't you?
gosh. I think between two pair, I had about 1,500 miles, and I beat them up.
Yeah.
So
Well, that's the nice thing about. Obviously, it's great having sponsors, but
Right.
you don't have to be brand loyal.
Nope.
So
Yeah.
it's a big, big thing.
You can be very flexible on
Right.
You choose what you like,
Yep.
not necessarily what somebody gives you.
Yeah. So it makes a big difference to, you know, I used to work my first day when I got out of high school. I was selling shoes, like full service shoe shop, suit and tie, you know, doing all these kind of different things, and it was awesome. I mean, learned how to sell different shoes and started selling running shoes. But at the time, I hated running. You know, I just never really. I tried it, couldn't get into it, so I had enough knowledge with how the foot works, the gait analysis. So if I ever did start to run, I knew enough to be dangerous, not to hurt myself. You know, and didn't just buy a shoe because it looked cool.
Yeah.
So, and you know, for a lot of people who are starting to run, you know, learning from my mistakes, you always want to change your shoes before you feel, that you need to.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, because once you feel an injury, that's
You're
usually
done.
for me.
Yeah.
When I'm like, man, I think it might be my shoes,
exactly.
and that sucks.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same thing with eating when you're running. If your stomach starts to, rumble, it's too late.
Yeah.
You're playing catch up, and cramps happen, and so learning those small things helped me be way more successful. So
Now, so you are starting September 20th
yep,
on this run,
yep,
and the exact place you said was in Indiana, Evansville, or
yep.
okay,
We'll be in Evansville, Indiana.
okay. Is there like, you don't really necessarily have a spot yet, right? But you're probably
Not
going to
yet.
announce the exact spot, right? 'Cause
Absolutely.
you want to see people there. If you
Absolutely.
guessing you're probably going to start early in the morning. I
Yeah.
don't know, maybe not 50 miles. You probably better start pretty early.
It'll be the most fresh. It'll be hard to keep the heart rate down because you're excited.
Oh, heck yeah.
Adrenaline's going, motivation, you're gonna need to eat. And that's why having the crew I have to slow me down is gonna be super important.
Yeah.
And so that's what we're looking. We're gonna, more details to come soon on all that. We'll
Okay.
have the exact location we're starting, finishing, different spots we're gonna be stopping. So I mean, if people wanna come out and run, we'll have certain distances will allow people to do it, because most people don't realize Indiana, there's not a lot here.
Right.
Cornfields.
Yeah.
So when we're 30 plus miles in and there's nowhere to go to the bathroom, it just amazes me. Water, this is expensive.
Yeah.
I'm paying for the crew's food, my food, and we don't have the resources to be supplying people who just think it's, let's go do it.
Right. Yeah.
It's
Well, and I
taken
think
years.
most things that go on like this in the ultra community, people understand that.
Correct, yeah.
You're not here to support them. You've got a mission that you're working on.
Yep.
Come on out. You're a crew. Don't.
Absolutely.
Obviously you'll help if you can,
Definitely, yeah, we won't
yeah.
put anyone in harm's
Right.
way. And, definitely, it's not worth getting hurt over. And if somebody really needs something, and mistakes happen, we're there. But yeah, it's we've been spending a lot of time, effort, and just trying to get everything set up as far as the knowledge of what we're gonna do, where we're gonna run, and it's a lot.
I'm excited for you, man.
Yeah.
It is a very exciting journey for you. And as we get closer to time, I mean, this video, we're really backed up on videos, but
Yeah.
we'll try to get this one, well, we will get it out
Absolutely.
well before the
Absolutely.
20th. But, you can have as much information together for us that we can plug into the video,
Definitely.
just so you know.
Yeah, we'll have all that info. It'll be great to share all that with you guys.
Yeah. And yeah, we hope to at least come out one day as you hit about the middle of the state, and come out and join you for a little bit. We're gonna be losing 2 of our guys to the U.S. Army. Uncle Sam's taking them for 4 years. So
Hey, well, thanks for the service. I love it. I appreciate that right there. So awesome.
but we'll get them back.
Absolutely. Then you guys are going to be in way better shape than the rest of us. So,
I know, buddy. I've been whooping them pretty good.
there you go. I love it.
Yeah, we've been keeping them active. That's for sure. I have a feeling they're going to be in way better shape than everybody in their basic class. So, yeah,
It's too easy.
they're going to miss me. I tell you that.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
Sergeant, can we run extra?
Wake up at 2 in the morning, get a quick 20 in.
Yeah.
Howdy. Well, it's funny. So before I started doing the job I'm doing now, I worked for a company, and they manufacture electric bicycles, and it was catered around first responders, so law enforcement, military, Secret Service, CIA, and I worked alongside the United States Army in helping them, work in this bike in their plans.
Yeah.
And it was awesome to work. And I tell you, You know, I think until you fully work with those individuals, that was the most humbling experience for me. The amount of respect that I had gotten being on base, the questions they asked. I worked with the Rangers and the snipers. Unbelievable. My jaw just drops every time I listen to them speak.
Yeah.
So, very cool experience.
Those guys are pretty awesome. Chuck here's got a RASP contract, so he's going to be trying to get into the Rangers.
Awesome. Awesome.
So it'll be good.
Yeah.
It'll be good for him. And we run with a lot of guys that are Army Ranger studs.
Yeah.
Well, you probably got so much respect. They probably thought you were a Delta Force or something with that beard.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
you know, my father-in-law, he was an Army Ranger, and for the longest time, well, actually, he never called me by my first name. My nickname, best one yet, was Skinny Jeans. Skinny Jeans. So, and I ride motorcycles. He got me back into riding, so riding Harleys. And at the time when I was cycling, I was 168 pounds, super lean. So shit, the only pants that did fit were skinny.
No way those calves can, or skinny jeans can
That's
fit around
right.
those calves.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they'd be tight.
Monsters.
So we're sitting there, and unfortunately he passed, you know, a little after my brother did. But I remember till the day he died, he called me my first name once. And it was just a couple days. Other than that, he was telling the hospice nurse, this is Skinny Jeans. And she never knew who Marcus was. You know? It was great. I miss him to death, but yeah, it's awesome.
Well, that's no wonder Rita's such a badass then.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
You know, I mean, when you have an Army Ranger as a father, he kind
Right.
of guides you in a stern way, and you know, you try to live up to that, I would think.
Well, her
Anyway.
brother fought professionally in the UFC. She's done Ironmans,
Man.
you know, and so to be accepted in this family, you know, her mom's been super successful in business her entire life. There are a lot of driven people. So
pro bowler wasn't badass enough.
no, actually they talked more shit to me when they always ask, why don't you strike every time? All you do is drink when you bowl. So yeah, I don't know, man, I tell you,
You just need to throw the Pete Weber in their face a little more
I
often.
should.
Who do you?
Man, I love it. Yeah, Pete, I got to meet a lot of really cool people in that sport, and they're freaks. They make it look too easy.
Yeah.
So, I just got done coaching baseball. I coached a travel team for a few years, and that was my first love, was baseball.
Is that right? So high school, you were
Yeah,
a bowler and a baseballer?
yeah. My coach hated it. I should have been 100% baseball. And it's funny because when I graduated, I was 6'3", I was 240 pounds, and I just was in the weight room nonstop. And I remember, God, I would pay to be able to lift the dumbbells like I used to. Now I can barely do like 20s. And but
As long as you can hold your water bottle, you're fine.
exactly. That's why I got this awesome Ray belt, because it holds it for me.
There you go.
You know. So yeah, I loved to hit. Hitting was my favorite.
Well, yeah, at 6'3" and be a monster like that,
Oh.
it's probably a lot more fun to.
The coolest game I ever had. We were away. It was on a weekend, and I went 4 for 4 with 4 home runs and 12 RBIs.
Oh my gosh.
And then the next game when we played them on the back half of the season, first pitch, hit a home run at our field. So, needless to say, I got hit a couple more times.
Yeah,
after
no
that.
doubt.
But man, I just loved it. It was fun.
Should have been walking, you know. What the hell were they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that was back in the day, you know. A lot of the boys I coach, they gave me shit because they said the bats were cheating bats. Baby, it was all with the times. I mean,
Well, after he hit that first home run, they did start hitting him with the ball. That's what
That's
he's
right.
saying, right?
yeah,
They did walk him after that.
Yep. It was great.
Yeah.
But that was another thing, and you know, we put in the time. I grew up in a small one street light town. Cornfields surrounded us. Lucky enough to have my older brother. We played catch every day. And yeah, it was, I feel it would have been super hard being an only child to do that in that time.
Yeah. Now, is your older brother still around? Is
He is. Yeah, so he still lives in Michigan City, Indiana.
Okay.
Yeah, he's great. So yeah, he's definitely doing the father thing. He's got 2 girls, and yeah, he works a lot. So
Now, do you and Rita plan on having any
no,
rascals?
no. So she has a son that's 17.
Okay.
Yeah, up in mine, he's 13.
Okay. All right.
So blended
So
household.
you got it. I mean, you've
Yeah,
got
we're-
2 kids in your life. I
Yeah,
get it.
So when I'm 40, I get to have some fun. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
So it's but yeah, they're great. I mean, they're definitely got their own drives and successes and what they want to do, and it's fun to see them transition. So
Well, it's nice because you and Rita can do your workouts and things, and they're to a point where kids are to the point where you don't need to be there every day.
exactly.
I mean, you do it
Look around
at some
here.
point through the day,
Yeah,
but not for every hour of every day.
yeah, it's a big difference. We're gonna turn here and loop back. We'll go back that way. On the
Okay.
trail. Yep.
Oh, just hit the trail.
Yep.
Okay. Easy enough.
I gotta get some shirtless miles in here. This thing's getting to be like a wet blanket.
Now, you usually, what do you do for your nipples? Like,
Oh yeah.
you don't clam jam those, do you?
Well, I got one pierced.
Oh boy.
And, the reason why the other one fell out, my wife gave me a mean titty twister and took that baby right out of there.
Oh
See,
man.
I thought you only got one pierce because the first one hurt so bad.
Yeah.
You're like, no, I'm not doing another one.
Yeah, I went full commitment, and yeah, it burned me in the long run. So, but no, it's same thing, clam jam. Typically then I'll put Band-Aids and whatnot just to make sure, but yeah, we've all had those issues before.
Yeah, that's always
Bloody
tough.
nipples and yeah, not fun.
Now, did those piercings help or hurt worse? Like to have them? Like,
They can get pretty irritable.
yeah.
Yeah. So
I didn't know if you could fold it out. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like had that round thing out there.
absolutely. I just like to have a good time. You know?
Yeah.
Good stories to tell. Done a bunch of weird things in my life.
Well, let's talk about the tattoos.
Yeah,
You're a tattoo guy, obviously.
I love tattoos.
Yeah. So what? When was your first tattoo?
It's actually, well, this side. First one. So I'm Native American, part of the Ojibwa tribe.
That's one reason you're a good runner.
What?
You know that.
I thought you were gonna say my good hair.
Oh well, that too.
So, yeah.
That too.
But yeah, so I always wanted something Native American, and I got this beautiful woman on my arm here, headdress, and that one, I mean, has some meaning to it. Nothing really too crazy other than just where I come from and the family. But there's a single file here. So yeah, other than that, the
Thanks,
other
guys.
ones.
Sorry.
No,
It's
it's all
okay.
right.
Thank
Good.
you. Appreciate you guys. The chest tattoo. My friend who owns the tattoo shop that I get it from.
You kind of got to have an in on that,
You
don't
got
you? When
to.
you love tattoos,
You got to.
unless you want to put out a ton of money.
Well, and I'm thankful because he's designing the logo for the run, and it's gonna be really cool. We're gonna be selling merch and a lot of cool things, so people can get in and out if they want. But yeah, he does a lot of Japanese traditional, and I love what he does as an artist. And I think I've told him every time this is what I'm thinking, and he's never shown it to me until I showed up to get it done, and he's never made any changes. They've all been
Wow.
perfect.
Wow.
So that's rare.
Yes,
And
I would think that's very rare.
it is. So I got the dragon on the chest, squeezing a heart, just kind of because of the heart issue that I have.
Yeah. So Yeah, well, let's talk about the heart
Yeah.
issue that you have.
So what I have it's rate dependent left bundle branch block. It's a mouthful. So it happens when I'm in a high steady state as far as pushing the limit with my heart. Say there's something that influences that rhythm, adrenaline. You know, when I'm cycling, we're getting ready to sprint. Cyclist up here. We're getting ready to
Are
sprint.
we crossing or?
We're gonna go straight.
Okay.
Yep. And yeah, my heart rate would really settle down oddly when I'd get a hard effort, and then all of a sudden I'd feel like a fish in my chest,
Oh.
and it would flop around, and then my heart rate be in the 220s plus for about a minute, and then it would drop down to like 70.
Yeah.
You know, crazy. So, you know, we did a bunch of tests. I was lucky to find my fifth cardiologist, who's actually an electrophysiologist. I didn't know the difference of who I had to go see. Lucky enough, we figured it out. And it wasn't at the time life-threatening, just life-altering. You know,
Would you feel like passing out when you
Oh,
felt?
yeah.
Yeah.
because it was up in the 200s, and it would drop into the 70s or 60s.
Oh gosh.
And they thought about beta blockers, but the problem is my resting heart rate is 32 or 33. So that would kill me.
Right.
And
Yeah.
I'm sleeping, you know? It'd be in the teens.
Yeah.
So we decided not to go that route. And, but it's crazy that a lot of people that knew my issue, they're always like, how I was running. But knock on wood, it's been really good. There's a change mentally. It's a steady state effort. You know, I can go slow, go fast, but it's all about building that motor, you know, and has a lot of zone 2 running. Most of my runs, heart rate's anywhere from like 115 to 130, and
Yeah.
I just try to keep it there.
Yeah.
So in cycling, what kind of zones would you be in normally?
Zone 3, zone 4. Last in the effort, I'd be zone 5. And, you know, it's 180, 190
Yeah.
for a long time. But, you know, you're in a draft. Adrenaline takes over. You're just worrying about hanging on to the wheel in front of you. You know?
And bowling's even worse when you're drinking.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's with cycling. Drinking and coffee, it's like the direct complement in cycling. You know, you have some beers after a ride, coffees mid-rides. You
Yeah.
know, that's just what we did. And I wasn't taking enough electrolytes, and
Yeah.
you know, that was the biggest change we made too.
Actually focusing on nutrition a little
Yep.
bit better.
And had I done that cycling, who knows, maybe a different result.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have, you know, I probably would have prolonged being diagnosed with my issue, but we would have, you know, had a little bit more successful rides, and you know, I think it was going to show itself eventually.
Now, do you drink coffee anymore?
I do.
I think coffee's one of those things. If you kind of get into it, you kind of love it. You don't really ever get away from it.
Right.
I never got into it myself.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, when I first had my issue, I had no alcohol, no coffee, and I stopped eating meat. And 3 years, I wanted to see if one of those was the issue.
yeah.
Still have problems.
Yeah.
So I slowly started to introduce some things back in, and I was vegetarian for a long time. And
Wow.
I started eating meat again, and it's just, you know, there's a lot of fake shit out there. And I was a meat lover, and you know, growing up, we'd grill all the time,
Yeah.
do all that, and so I really missed the flavor, and I went back, and you know, it's a lot better to eat that than all that impossible stuff, fake shit.
Yeah.
There are a lot of successful vegetarian runners, though, that's for
Mhm.
sure. Andy Glaze and Harvey are two of them that I can
Exactly.
think of.
Exactly.
And they're vegans
Yes.
too. They're not
Yeah.
even-
Yeah.
They're serious.
Yeah, I applaud them. I know how difficult, but you know, you like everything. You stay disciplined. You reap the benefit, and if it works for you, roll with it.
Yeah.
You know.
That's what I think too.
Yeah.
And I feel like they're, you know, from what I know of them, obviously we're not like besties or anything, but
Yeah.
you know, they feel a similar way, right? It's
Yeah.
like that's what we do. we're not pushing that on you. You know?
They still wear fur and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, maybe not Andy in California, but
Yeah.
Just jean shorts.
Harvey though, you know, being in Cincinnati and
Yeah. He's
Dude,
probably
it's
got a fur coat to wear.
I love,
To wear when he runs to school in the morning.
yeah, with his puffy jacket. And, yeah, that's awesome.
What a great guy. I mean,
Oh, my
Harvey,
gosh.
great guy. Andy's a good guy too. I just felt like we spent a lot more time with Harvey, and I don't know, he's just really sweet.
Well, before I really stumbled across Harvey, like most of us, you know, watching documentaries, it was the Barkley Marathon. And I watched him and his documentary about it. It just amazes me. You know, for him to do that, marathon is just crazy, or not the ultra, excuse me.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ultra, not the marathon. But blows me away.
Yeah, he's amazing.
Yeah, Barkley is
Yeah,
a different beast.
yeah. I mean, I love it. I mean, super intelligent,
Yes.
and
And he lives running. He lives it every day. He's running, like he's just going, just doing it.
I mean, if I was a student, that would have been awesome to have him as a teacher.
Yeah.
You know,
You'd think, huh?
I've been very lucky to have a lot of people to influence me in the better. When I was in high school and
You would think so, Marcus, but if you think back to when we were in high school,
yeah,
how stupid we were,
well,
you know, it's like,
yeah.
I mean, I know how I was, and you know, it's like stubborn.
It's like people, they always say, oh, they should teach basic finance
yeah,
or like personal finance in school. It's like, you wouldn't have listened to that either. So it's like,
well, exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah, you would have screwed up.
yeah.
yeah,
Sometimes it's just better to be thrown in the deep end and figure it out.
yeah,
Spent most of my life, you know.
yeah,
And it worked out, you know.
You
yeah.
start paying attention as soon as you're
Yeah.
neck deep, right?
Learning to live on your own. Then you have kids. So,
I think we have a little Native American in us too.
oh yeah?
That's why I'm an okay runner. But you kind of look like you have a little more Native American in you.
You're
Then
kind
we
of
do.
brown, huh?
Oh yeah, I'm
So you're a
definitely-
lot better runner.
You get those that money from the government.
Oh my gosh, see, that's the thing, is I am 1% below what that's supposed to be.
It's like our friend Levi.
Yes.
He's just missed the mark too. I think.
And I do think, so my uncle, he told me, he's like, hey, they're lowering the quantum. You know, and I'm like, oh boy, that'd be great. But I guess they haven't lost too much money in gambling yet, so
Yeah.
they're gonna hold out.
Yeah, our cousin's grandma, she gets money. Does she still live on the reservation?
Well, I think she passed away, but she.
Whoa, look at this
Oh,
thing.
Yeah, but she used to
Holy cow,
get.
There we go.
Yeah,
like a
that's
Tron
what
bike.
They're bringing the party.
Yeah.
What RWB? Yeah.
Did you sell those?
Man, no, I should have though.
Is that what the U.S. Army had? Going into Afghanistan?
Yeah.
This,
Man, you know, some people go crazy on this trail and it floods real easy.
Yeah.
And man, they come flying by. I've seen people eat shit on the trail.
Oh, there's all mud hanging. Yeah.
Mud, and people trust that front wheel a little too much.
I bet you've seen some horrible crashes
Oh yeah.
cycling, huh?
So let me tell you this one. So, my wife, we rewrote a course for one of our Ironmans, and they would do this group ride. It was awesome. So, you know, we would go do the rides, show up, get the lay of the land. Well, a lot of triathletes, they get comfortable in that aero position, and they're riding their triathlon bikes. So, the one thing is, rather than having support on the sides, you're stuck like this, and you're leaning forward. So any bump, any pebble creates so much instability because you're not expecting it. Well, they were repaving this road, and they ripped it up. And this lady in front of her was on her bike in the aero position. She tried to lift up where the new pavement was, couldn't clear with the front wheel, flipped over her bars, broke her collarbone, and when she got up, she knocked my wife down too. She got up, her collarbone was sticking out of her her skin. She had no idea.
Yeah.
And so I'm checking my wife, seeing how she is. If she hit her head, her side, make sure she was fine. 'Cause we were only like 10 miles into the ride. This is like a 112-mile ride that we, were supposed to do. So I look over, I see this lady, and it was raining, and the rain is just clearing off the blood off of her collarbone. And I thought, holy shit. I was like, hang on, your collarbone is sticking out of your jersey and your skin. That lady drove herself to the hospital.
On her bike? She just rode her bike?
She just went back to the house. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Amazing.
What a beast.
Yeah.
Dang,
So,
God.
and I've seen some other crazy things and broken bikes, broken limbs, road rash.
That's probably the worst mode of transportation when you have a broken collarbone, isn't it?
Yeah.
Riding a bike, like, I
Yeah,
guess
the-
you could
the-
ride
That's Charlie, he's had a broken collarbone.
Yeah, but it wasn't as bad as that.
Yeah, is it still disformed? Or?
Yeah, it's still pretty nice.
Yeah. Yeah, they never really go back.
I think he got dislocated at one point too. Me and him were playing football outside. It was after I broke it, and then he like hit me, and then it like dislocated again.
Yeah. I tell you, it's buddy. Actually, my friend who tattoos me all the time, he was on a Saturday morning ride with us. We used to ride 30-40 miles before work on Saturdays, get group rides going. We were just getting done, and we're at the part where we're getting ready to sprint. And someone came over and flipped his front wheel. He lost control, and he hit the ground so hard you could hear his collarbone pop, and it was so bad. But he went and got surgery. Like literally 2 weeks later, he was riding again. It's amazing.
Yeah.
So I think collarbones are the #1 broken bone in cyclists. Flipping over the bars.
Have you ever had any bad breaks?
Well,
Or just get lucky all the time?
you kind of learn to fall.
Yeah.
Yeah, you really, something weird you teach yourself. I have had some gnarly injuries, but I've broken a heel. I almost broke my elbow. I had a lot of different head injuries. I was in California descending, and the reflectors stick out of the ground quite a bit. And I was going down the mountain. Hit my front wheel, threw me off into a mountain, and that was bad. Should never flew home the next day. I actually had to cancel my flight. I was in Chicago. My brother had to come pick me up. I couldn't stand it.
Wow.
Yeah, there's definitely head injury there.
Well, that explains the ultra running.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Yeah, I gave it up. Yeah, it's like, here we go.
Oh, the head injury.
Yeah,
but-
exactly.
The craziness of being an
Crazy.
ultra.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I just can't fall and hit my head again, or I'll never run. You know?
We just put a helmet on you when you're running.
Yeah.
Maybe that'll help.
Yep.
So, your brother struggled with addiction.
Yeah.
Do you feel like running, cycling in the past, bowling,
Yep.
At a high level.
baseball?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you feel like that was an addiction
It
for
is.
you?
So look, there's a fork in the road. I feel with addiction. You go the obvious way, what people define addiction as, and it's substance abuse, and then you have me, where I go to the left, and I try to get away from all that. And so I just go 100% into whatever I'm doing, and I just spend all my time just trying to stay away, and I get hooked. Just become. Yep.
Thank you.
Saw that guy right the other day wearing the same kit. I don't know if you watched it. It's a little wore out though.
He's a nice guy. I appreciate it. Probably the nicest cyclist I've met.
Absolutely, he's great. Yeah. Yeah, we got respect there.
Yeah, sure.
Because he knows I'm bilingual, right? Remember that guy. Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. Addiction goes in multiple different ways, and I love the opportunity because we didn't have the ability to walk down the street and go do something where I grew up in the middle of nowhere. So when we went to You know, go hit golf balls at the driving range, race go-karts, do things as the family. It was so awesome. And I always wanted to have that same feeling again. And so when I got old enough, shit, why not? I started working and saved my money and was able to go, you know, golf. And yeah, I ended up playing real good golf. Still do till this day. And
Well, if you got that good baseball swing, a lot of them good long ball hitters in baseball are pretty good long ball hitters in golf too.
that's amazing. So, yeah,
But it is fortunate that you chose that path and not
correct.
the other path.
it is, yeah. Because it could have been bad. And there were signs that I would start to tiptoe that line.
Yeah.
And I thought, I can't. No way.
Yeah.
You know, and I always thought back to my mom and just think of all the hardships she went through and the sacrifices she made to put me through the sports I did. You know, I just couldn't settle with, you know, doing that. So,
Well, oftentimes it's hard to think about others.
yeah.
And it sounds like,
Yeah.
well, for one, you're kind of a mama's boy. No,
I-
it's a good
I
thing.
am.
I am too. So
I love my mom.
I love my mom too.
Oh gosh.
I'm a
That
mama's
woman,
boy.
yeah, she's great.
And,
So,
and you care about her.
I
And
do, yeah.
that's good.
Yeah.
It's really good. And that's our, you know, that's the least we can do. So, you know, I think about my mom and all she did for me when I was younger and taking care of me, and boy, I just love her so much. She is such a great woman, and the least I can do is return that favor and
Absolutely.
do what I can to make her older years as best as possible. And she's very active and awesome still to this day.
Absolutely.
So I'm very thankful for that.
Yes.
Probably won't watch this. She has trouble finding
Yeah.
YouTube. We've taught her like probably 10 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
We gotta
Yep.
reset her phone so she can watch it. But
Yep.
that's okay.
Hey, Christmas this year, just have it ready to play right out of the
That's
TV.
right.
Yep. Yeah, that's awesome.
She always defaults to the Walmart app or something. I don't know. She never has trouble finding that though. I don't know.
You know, what a blessing that all of us getting to share these miles.
Oh,
You guys
great.
making this trip, man, I love it.
It's fun.
Yeah, I'm happy to share the routes that I take every day. You know, it's just, that's a part of it. You know, a lot of my running, it's a grind. You're by yourself,
Yeah.
you know?
I tell you, you
So-
do have some really good trails here
It
to
is
run on.
nice, yeah.
It's
Sidewalks,
nice.
too.
Absolutely. So,
And if you weren't 2 hours and 45 minutes
yeah,
away, we'd definitely do it more often with you.
definitely.
For sure.
Driving through Amish country, if you're coming up here,
Oh,
we
yeah.
weren't too sure if it'd be this good a trail.
Yeah.
Yep.
Surprisingly,
But-
it is.
Yeah, that's really neat to see too.
Yeah. Well, we ran this morning. So this is the second run of the day. Just trying to familiarize the body with, you know, any time is going to be the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what kind of, are you gonna do a schedule?
Yeah, trying to get started around 6 in the morning.
Okay.
You know, it's obviously I love morning running. And it works well with me, digestion, and you know, so and if things hit where, like I said, we plan to walk a lot.
Yeah.
You know, it's going to suck in the hottest part of the days because in the Midwest, we know you never know what the weather's going to be. So the corn should be cut at that point, so humidity should be down a bit.
Yeah.
It's kind of stupid we have to think that way, but
Yeah, what's that statistic each stalk of corn? What is it? How much moisture does it produce in the atmosphere?
yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah, it produces a lot of humidity.
Yeah.
Stocks out there.
I'll put that statistic in
Yeah.
the post right now.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, just remember the weather's fine motto, buddy. When
Absolutely.
it starts raining on you or whatever it decides to do.
You'll be thinking, where the hell are those guys?
Yeah, I bet they're sitting on the couch
Yeah, I
right now.
bet they're hanging out in that sweet RV or that camper. I wish I was in there. I just really love how the body is transformed though. Like just being able to get up every day and run and recover. It's awesome. It's addicting.
Yeah, I mean, the
So-
body can do so little,
Yeah.
or it can do so much. It
Yeah.
just what up here decides, right?
Yeah. The mind really slows us down in
Oh my gosh, yeah.
many instances.
Yeah. We'll
Going straight here.
go straight here. I think we're gonna be okay.
Okay.
Yep. And we're
By the road.
yeah, let's actually go back down here. We'll go back to the motor. So really cool story about mind over, you know, what a can and can't do. So the last race I did where Mason flew in to pace me, I got into the suffer zone pretty bad. You know, I didn't really hit what I wanted to hit as far as nutrition, and was kind of having a little bit of stomach problems. And I think we were mile like 48 or 50, and I got into the 18 to 20 minute per mile pace. I was just walking slow, suffering. Well, 5 miles left, and he realized that I think I was in 27th position at the time, and he looked at me and said, "All right, enough of this walking shit. We're running out of this thing." And now, granted, the last 5 miles of that course, it is up, it is down, it is rocky, and my quads have been destroyed. And I took the wrong frickin' turn. At the start of the race, I ran a few more miles than I should have, and just annoyed. So he puts on the 5 same songs on repeat.
That's something I'd like.
Yeah.
I like that.
And he's like, "All right, look down at my feet and don't stop." Oh my gosh. So we start passing people. And I don't even know where it comes from because I feel like I couldn't move. My ankles are blown up, my legs, and I'm just thinking I'm gonna die out here. So we start passing people like, "Oh man, these guys must be in the shorter race." And here I'm just going for it. And the last mile, which should have been 62 for the 100K, where we're going into mile 65, I ran a friggin' 5:55 minute mile.
Oh my God.
I had never till this day, I've never ran in the 6s. I friggin' skipped it. And I was that far into it. And Mason was like, I dropped him because I was so ready to be done.
Yeah.
So I went from 27th and I finished, I think it was 10th is what it ended
Oh,
up being.
wow.
And 5 miles to go. And I just couldn't believe whatever. I couldn't believe
That's
it.
awesome.
So, you know, I think we all get to that moment where we're suffering and your mind's telling you to be comfortable. What are you doing? You haven't slept. And man, I'll always go back to that. Like, you are so much more capable of doing harder things, and don't stop.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, your mind tricks you, man.
yeah,
It tricks you. It can be an asset or it can be a real liability.
yeah,
Sometimes you just got to shut it off.
yep,
I'm not listening to you.
yeah. Because I do know if I had not finished that race running, I would have heard shit from my wife. You know, so
And I think about, you know, in this running stuff,
yeah,
I think about high school, right? I think about kids going through high school and difficulties where we all think we're not good enough at times, and we
Right.
think we're stupid, we think we're ugly, we think all these negative things
yeah,
that people are always staring at us thinking we're stupid.
yep,
Well, the fact is, that's, you know, most people are too caught up in themselves, for one, to think
Everyone's thinking that.
that.
Right?
Yeah, everyone's thinking that about themselves. So,
exactly.
but I think, you know, our mind can be a huge liability or it can be a great asset.
You're absolutely
Right on
Welcome
time.
to New Haven. This is the train that's going to go super slow.
And
We'll get a
whale its horn.
recovery. You know, we'll keep the momentum going. We'll,
Might be able to hang on to it and get
yeah,
3 miles.
that's right.
Put down a 5:55. That's how you
That's
did
how
it.
it
That's
is.
how-
The
yeah.
train.
Yeah. Well, you know, like Strava has the KOMs and, you know, QOMs and all that. And I remember in cycling, we would get done with a ride. You forget to turn off your computer on the car, and then it auto like goes, and then you get the KOM on a ride, and someone's pissed like, oh no way, you didn't do 67 miles an hour.
Yeah,
we'll just,
like of course I didn't. Want to go this way and then
yeah,
circle
we'll go
around
this way, kinda.
a little bit.
Either way, we're a little screwed, so we'll just finish off. So,
Well, we could finalize some things because we're not that far.
yeah.
I mean, let's talk about some. Let's kind of sum up some things we talked about while the trains.
Train yells.
Yeah, yells in between.
Yeah.
But for one, we're going to have the information on your run,
Yep.
20th of September through the 26th.
Yep.
Marcus is looking for, anybody that wants to stop out, cheer them on, join, get some merch.
Yep.
We'll put all that info as you get it. We'll put it on the video. Gosh,
Clam
we gotta
jam.
Yep.
yeah, clam
some
jam
clam
for sure.
jam.
Clam jam, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's awesome. My lips are still clam boys.
There you go. I love it.
And it's not just for women.
Not just for women. Yeah.
Yeah, my top lip.
I love it. See, that's the spokesperson I need.
Works on both sides.
Yeah. Man, yeah, Clam Jam. We're gonna have some, limited edition Run Indiana apparel, and yeah, I'm gonna have multiple shoes that I want to, for people who've supported me, give a little memorabilia for them, and yeah, it's gonna be really cool. So,
And then we'll pop your Instagram info up there.
yeah,
What is it? It's just at Gusty Wind. What is it?
the Gusty Wind
The
with
Gusty.
2 Y's.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Somebody
We'll-
already took the Gusty Wind with 1 Y. I mean, who is that guy?
Yeah.
Or girl, whoever.
Yeah.
Hit me up. I want to know. How much is that domain?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah, we got. We'll definitely be looking forward to that support. But more importantly, love to hear everyone else's story, why they're out running, what drives them to do it. That's motivation in its own. So
It is fun to hear other
I
people's
love it.
stories.
Yeah,
It really
absolutely.
is.
And if you guys want to go bowling later, hit me up. Yeah, we'll share some time in the lanes.
Should we go straight here, you think?
Yeah, see ya.
They're gonna
Wait
be
for that
doing
guy.
There you go. I think he says
I
we're
think
going.
if we go fast enough,
We can beat the train.
we could beat the train on the
Okay.
other one.
We'll just get
Yeah.
Well, this will tell you how bad of a bowler I am.
Yeah, let's hear it.
I just learned that the grip is, what's the grip? Like,
Yeah, so middle finger, ring finger, and thumb.
yeah, so I used to go like this.
Oh, dude.
And like,
Yeah.
no one, I bowled,
didn't enjoy it.
Yeah, I bet.
my wrist would go like that.
Well, see, now the thing is, two-hand is the wave of the future.
That's what I used to have to do because I thought I had weak
Really?
wrists.
Yeah. So 2 fingers, 2 hands, they are taking out. Yeah, exactly. There you go. I mean,
because they can get more of a spin on
Yeah.
it. Better spin.
more
Wow.
consistency, a lot easier on their back, their wrist, their elbow. I mean, there's so much more mechanics that support a successful bowler two-handed. But the #1 bowler in the world, EJ Tackett, Bluffton, Indiana, throws 1 hand.
Really?
He
He's-
throws.
Gosh, Bluffton's not too far from here, is it?
No, awesome dude. Yeah, that guy is incredible. So it's
So do you have people local here that you run with like at all? Like, or do you really not have many folks to
no,
to
yeah,
hang out with?
yeah, not many.
We need
it's-
to get some friends for you around.
I do, yeah. Yeah, slide into my DMs, friends. Let's meet up. The thing is when I get training, I got a buddy of mine that lives in California, awesome marathoner. The guy's a freak. His name is Jake. He calls me every morning, and typically we chat like this. And he gets out at 3 or 4 in the morning, blue collar worker, still puts in 80 plus miles a week, runs a 240 marathon, and then you got me a little bit more. I'm at 6 or 7 in the morning, and yeah, it's awesome. So
Now, do you listen to any music when you're by yourself sometimes, or no?
I do indeed.
Yeah, you can listen to your friends on Weather's Fine podcast on
That's right.
Spotify,
I can. And we were actually watching a lot of it before you guys came. So, hey, because You know, it's funny. I thank Jake a lot. He really trained me to be able to do this podcast. I mean, running and talking
Yeah.
for 10 miles.
Yeah.
Dang.
It's a trick, isn't it?
It
I mean,
is.
like,
I mean, the guests have it the hard. That's
Yeah,
hard,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like we just ask a little question here and there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel bad sometimes, but
Well, but that,
not
oh,
bad enough to.
Yeah.
Yeah, to stop, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Like we're catching our breath. I'm really enjoying not
Exactly.
sucking wind over here. But,
That's why we do it.
yeah.
It's the experience.
Yeah, this is a nice town. This
Yeah.
seems kind of like they still need to pave this over here. You got the good pavement over
I do, yeah. Well, and you know, we're in the middle of building a new house right now, and up north it's awesome because in the backyard, there's the trail.
Oh,
wow.
nice.
Yeah, we're gonna go right here.
So you're going to be still in the New Haven area, right?
No, I'm gonna be up in Huntertown, Indiana.
Okay, so how much further north is that?
About 30 minutes from here.
30 minutes, okay.
Yep, so, yeah, it just took you guys' drive to 3 hours and 10 minutes.
Yeah.
now. So, but I promise you, the
Maybe
trail
worth it.
system up there, the space we'll have in the new house, it's awesome. So,
Well, we are suckers for a good trail, I'll tell you
I'm
that.
telling you. We can run all the way up to, in the future, Pokagon State Park. Awesome. Go all the way down into town, like downtown Fort Wayne. So, it's very blessed to have the trail system.
So how many miles did you think that trail system was up by your new place? Like,
Oh goodness. From our house to town, I think it's about 10, 13 miles.
yeah, that's a good trail.
So, and you're not going to touch major roads.
That's
So,
great.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's really nice.
yeah.
So, on your run from south to north,
yeah.
what's your primary, is it state routes
Um,
primarily? Or?
yeah, we're going to try to do it as safe as we can. And it really just depends on, we're still finalizing some of the details midway through. There's a couple routes you can take. One kind of shortens it, but one's more direct, has less, left and rights. You gotta think, I mean, in Indiana, we don't have too much wind out of the north or the south. We get a lot of westerly winds. So I'd rather run in a crosswind than a massive headwind. So if I can eliminate a lot of that, it'll be great.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I think as soon as you can post that
Yeah.
route, boy,
yeah,
that'd be nice.
Yeah.
absolutely. So yeah, we're gonna go drive it here in the next couple weeks and make sure that it's what GPS says it is and it's safe enough. And
It's coming up quick, buddy.
I know. Yeah,
That's exciting.
absolutely. And we're gonna shoot left here. Oh, this is perfect. We're gonna finish right at 10 miles.
Nice.
Yeah, right on the nose. No runner's math today,
That's good.
you know?
That shows us you weren't lying about running a whole bunch.
Yeah, be serious.
Yeah. Yeah, we're,
No throw up halfway. No.
no, yeah.
No, you definitely are. You're a runner.
You're definitely Native
Just
American.
looking at you.
But we had to make sure, and yeah, we went to a beautiful steak dinner last night. Had to get all the good fixings in before you guys showed up, you know? Got to bed at a decent time, good sleep.
You
man,
prepared
you
that
prepared.
much for us?
You're
You
just
don't want to
ready to
know
go.
what we had for lunch.
Yeah.
You ever hear of ice cream sundae
Oh.
nachos?
There's a car behind us. Just squeeze
Yeah,
over
yeah,
this way.
come on, this way here. No, I have not, but
Hey, they're pretty good.
Dairy Queen's right here. And, so Blizzard sounds great.
We appreciate it. We feel special now. It's gonna go to our heads. We're big time.
I mean, you guys are the more athlete here, eating that kind of food and running. That's amazing.
Yeah.
I don't feel like an athlete.
Iron gut.
I've kind of been through a bad spell eating wise. When we went to Florida, so you know how when you go on vacation, you
Yeah.
kind of get a little
Yep.
out of
Whack.
yeah. So I've been kind of eating bad,
Yep.
but I'm on this upswing. I'm eating better. So I feel a lot better for sure.
Absolutely.
Well, we're coming to the end here, right? I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I remember this 4 times.
Yeah, man, we turned a couple laps. You know?
Yeah.
Anything you want to leave us with?
Any good motivational things for people
Oh
out there?
man, you know, I think a lot about that when I'm running, and the best thing to do is, you know, my mom worked in oncology research for most of her life, and the one thing she always did, she would come home emotional because she would have lost a patient, and when they're on their deathbed, the one thing they wish is they would have done what they always wanted to do and not live a life of what if.
Yeah.
So my thing is if you think you can do it, you can do it.
Yeah.
So do it and don't die wishing.
Yeah.
So
I like that.
absolutely.
No regrets.
No
right?
regrets. So that's where I'm at.
Well,
fellas.
thanks for letting us join you this evening.
Absolutely. That was
We
a
love
nice
visiting
evening
with you and running with you.
Yep,
Thanks a bunch, Marcus.
definitely.
And we'll see you September 20th.
We're doing it.
Have a good evening. Make it a great evening. Man.